Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to your spiritual wellness. So I use some tarot readings, a little bit of astrology. I also get downloads, and I have been clairvoyant all my life, so I can really hear my guides, and I combine all of these exceptional strategies to help you navigate energies in your ascension process. So today I'm going to focus on twin flame energy. I am a twin flame, and I always use Rumi when I talk about twin flames. This is the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And I'm going to talk about some cards that came out. I do pre-shuffles before I do a reading, and any card that flies out during the pre-shuffle, a card that makes itself very visible, or a card that stays on the table when I pick up the deck is usually the forefront of the message, and it kind of is the lead-in. It's the prologue. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm not going to really read the Rumi Oracle right now on these two cards, because I'm going to tell you the energy that I'm reading. The first card that fell out was Sacred Phoenix Heart. It's a 21 card. It is about somebody's heart rising from the ashes. I feel like this is either your heart or your twin's heart. Could be a deep level soulmate. Whatever, however you resonate with this reading, but this is about somebody's heart rising from the ashes. Somebody has been burned to the ground in their heart. That means they have lost everything. It means that they have had to go through the dark night of the soul. They probably have been through a very traumatic divorce or breakup, or they just lost their heart. I mean, it's like they just lost connection with their heart. This is being reignited, and it is coming back from that devastation. And then the other card that came out during the shuffle was a 12 card. Do you see the 21, the 12? This is divine discontent. That means there's something tugging at their soul that says they're just not happy with something about the connection, and they want to fix it, because it's abrasive to their soul. It's just starting to gnaw at their soul. Like, I just need to say something. So then when I was shuffling the Lover's card, the Lover's Oracle, this is what came out. You can see it's a masculine figure on the front. It says, "Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean." So this feels to me like something they never said, because they were either insecure, they were in a situation where they didn't feel like they could be open about their feelings to you. You were in a situation where they felt like they couldn't be open about feelings for you. But it's almost like this is what's coming to the surface. Now, deep as the ocean, this has been kind of lurking at the bottom, and now finally it's starting to become buoyant. Like it's bubbling up within their soul, and that's what this divine discontent. They want to say what they have never been able to say to you before. So let's get started. I'm going to pull from the Twin Flame Ascension deck. And I'll pull from some more messages from the Lover's Oracle afterwards. I did see the human gift, so I feel like whatever is happening in the 3D, not on an energetic level. And I did see Sacred Union. So it feels like there will be some sort of activation where you and your twin are going to have a conversation, or they're going to tell somebody and that somebody tells you. Almost that kind of thing. Ooh, this is incredible. Just saying. This is a phoenix, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Look at that card. But this is a false twin flame. Intense change. I'm going to let you decide, because nobody can tell you who your twin flame is. You know. So this person may have felt like a false twin flame and is coming back as the true twin flame after they've done some healing. Or there's going to be a big shift in the energy of this person as far as their reconnection to their heart, their reconnection to the connection. Okay, so it feels to me like this card is the High Priestess card. Expanding consciousness. There's a knowing. There's just a knowing. That's what's bubbling up, the knowing. The knowing is bubbling up. Let's pull some tarot and get some detail for you. What's going on in this connection? I really feel like this is a divine masculine activation energy. There's been a triumph over this devastation. They're coming out of the other side of the dark night of the soul with the tower. You know, the tower happened. They went through the dark night of the soul. Now they're coming out on the other side, but they're coming out wiser. And they've had expanded consciousness, so now they're feeling the connection even more powerfully than before. Another 7. Stand your ground. Spiritual union, 2 of Cups. I'll talk through these once I get everything pulled out. Destiny. Material harvest. And the Emperor. Okay. All right, so this person is going through a reignition after the devastation, after they went through Dark Night of the Soul. And because we have a 3 card and a 3 card, a 21 and a 12. No coincidences. This 3s are catalyst energy. They mean they are inspiring some sort of change. And then we have this intense change card. That means they're going to start stepping up into their soulful energy that supports the connection. That's a change. And I feel like there's something that they've left unsaid, and now it's just kind of, it's almost like what my guys are saying is they wish they had said this because they wonder if it would have made a difference. And then we have this expanding consciousness. This is about the divine masculine expanding their consciousness energy, starting to, I need to do a whole series on twin flames. The divine masculine feels the connection, but is not consciously aware of twin flames. They just feel the pull. They feel the reaction. They feel the energy. They feel the connection, but they're not consciously aware of the connection. Most of them aren't. That's why when you tell them that, hey, we're twin flames, and they're like, what? And a lot of times they block you because that's crazy town for them. Most masculine energies, they just experience it on a physical. They feel the physical sensation of the pull. They feel the triggering. They feel all of it. They just don't understand it on the conscious level of awareness that you do. The divine feminine gets it. She's done the research. She kind of understands. And because she's more emotional and connected to that emotional part of her consciousness. Whereas the divine masculine is all about the action part. I'm going to do something. I feel something. I feel prompted, so I do something. And if they're doing it through wounding, it's not going to be supportive of the connection. But if they're doing it through their consciousness, or that they've done their healing and they've gone through this dark night of the soul and this devastation, and they're coming out on the other side, now things are going to change the way they handle things, the way they approach things, the way they say things. They kept this in because of the wounding. They were in fear-based energy because they were afraid of rejection. They were afraid of abandonment. They were afraid of being emotionally invalidated. But now they're stepping into their power. Now they're stepping into, you know what? If I had said that, I would have been speaking my truth. And they're finally coming into this energy of they feel the balanced energy, so now they're ready to move forward. Sixes to me are all about balance, equilibrium, and sevens mean that we're moving on from that. Now we kind of have our footing. We've gotten our balance. We've achieved equilibrium. We're starting to have a firm foundation on which to rebuild because we're stable. And then we have this stand your ground. I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm going to stand up and speak my truth. That's what they regret. And then we have this Two of Cups. Two people coming together with the third eyes touching, and that consciousness blooming between both of them. That's like the first leaf of consciousness. That means it's how do I describe this? It's kind of like it's starting to, the tree is starting to take root because the leaves are starting to come through. Okay? Then we have destiny, the wheel of fortune. This is, and in this depiction, in this card, it looks like, look at all the different aspects of their personality. It feels as though they're coming into center where all the past, the present, all of the things that have happened in their life experience are starting to make sense to them. They brought me to this point where now I know myself, where I feel connected to myself. All of these experiences have made me who I am. I think they're starting to embrace that thought. Instead of looking at it as woundedness, they're starting to say, it helped me grow. It helped me become. It helped me become. And I feel like now they're starting to embrace that and say, okay, everything had a purpose. There was a divine plan here. This is tied to my destiny, what I'm meant to do. And then we have this material harvest. It's what's starting to happen in the physical. Okay, so in this card, it's like, this is all I have. This is all I have left. I have an apple and some sort of fruit, a little bit of coin, a drink, and a bag to carry everything in. That's it. But I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I've made it this far. I'm grateful that I'm able to start again and rebuild my life with this new understanding, this new awareness. And then we get into this Emperor energy. This is authority. And it's almost like taking ownership of what's happened in their life, taking ownership of their mistakes, their lessons, what they've learned. Let me grab my clarification deck and let's get some info here. This is really good energy for the divine masculine. And I really get the energy of, this is the Chariot card, but look, it's not a chariot. It's a masculine riding in triumphant, saying, you know, I've overcome. And it's almost like I'm on my way. I'm on my way. We have triumph and authority over here, and it's like their personal authority. They now are standing in their truth. All right, let's go ahead and clarify. Five of Cups. I think they have kind of come through the aspect of focusing on what was going on in the 3D, and the shift is coming into, what does this mean for me on my soul level? Knight of Wands. You remember when I said he's coming? Like, look at the similarities of those cards. The Knight of Wands is a knight of action, not necessarily thinking their way through things as they go, but they are going to follow their heart. They're very impulsive, very spontaneous. They, you know, they just act on whatever feelings they're having at the time. So it feels like this is going to be like just out of the blue, unexpected. Look, I'm just going to tell you what I should have told you a long time ago. I feel like there's a regret there. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing I thought, and I posted on my personal social media, was scars are an indication of courage, and regrets are an indication of cowardice. Ten of Wands. They're tired of carrying around the regret. That Ten of Wands is a burden of regret, and they're tired. Now they're going to step up and say, I regret the way this happened. I regret I never said this. I regret not speaking my truth or being my authentic self. And those regrets are, they don't want to live in regret anymore. They built their life with an infrastructure of regret. Five of Wands. A lot of wands. I mean, a lot of wands. And that regret is causing a lot of internal conflict, and they're over it. They really just want to speak their truth. Chips fall where they may. It's like, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm just going to say what I have to say and get it off my chest and let whatever happens, happens. Queen of Cups. Hoping you'll be receptive. Hoping that it will soften your heart. The Hierophant. They've learned some things. They've learned some things. And they're more spiritually driven. They know this is a connection of some sort, and they know it's a powerful one. They don't understand it. They just know it. That's what this High Priestess is. Expanding they just know it. Page of Swords. So they may be doing a little bit of watching, maybe asking some friends about you, wanting to know your current situation. Just so that they, and it's not because they are lacking the courage to tell you what they think, but it's like they don't want to disrupt your life. They're like, you know, or they're planning like a spontaneous meeting, like, you know, yeah, she goes to the coffee shop every Wednesday, or she's at the gym on Tuesdays. Maybe trying to do a setup so that they can tell you in person. Instead of just calling you out of the blue and risking the fact that you don't answer the phone or you don't return a text message, they want to say this face to face. So it feels like they want to set it up. Death. The old way of being for them is over. I'm going to pull one more card, and then I'll pull some messages from the Lover's Oracle. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles to me is resistance. Don't just... I'm not, don't put yourself in an unsafe situation, and this emotionally triggering for you. But for many of us, we want resolution. We want positive resolution. And Six of Cups, yep. Yeah, the bottom card was healing. This is all about healing the connection. And the Divine Masculine had to go through the Phoenix rising from the ashes energy. Their heart had to, all the wounding had to kind of be burned away. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And I feel like with this card, the Divine Feminine probably challenged the Divine Masculine, and they were in a too wounded energy to be able to step up to that kind of challenge. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they let on, but they now want to let it on. Look at all the action cards here. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to say it, and at least I can walk away knowing I had the courage to do so. I think the regret has eaten away at them. Let's pull one more, and then I'll do bottom of the deck and see what energies are coming in. Passion. Okay. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. And it's almost like because you're in this balanced energy, Divine Feminine, you're magnetizing this energy in. So let's do bottom of the deck. I'm just going to do, let's start off with, I'm not going to do Rumi. Past life healing, a voyager's journey, another 2-2 card. There was a lot of healing that needed to take place here, and this is healing not only the present incarnation connection, but also past life. Your past lives together will be healed now. Okay, so then right under that was clearing karma, Kundalini activation. Many of us have cleared our karma. We've been working on that. If you've seen any of my readings for this year, you know that we were clearing karma at the beginning of the year so that we can be lighter. And amazingly enough, it's just, if you cleared your karma, you're in smooth sailing right now. Bottom of the deck. Transformation. Death card again. This is all about not only transforming this incarnation of the connection, but all the past lives that you've had together. This is the culmination of the past lives, this experience, and now you are healing all of that. So that's my message from the twins. Well, let's do lovers. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing to feel this way. So if we have any fear-based resistance, take a look inside yourself. Is this what you want from the connection? Or do you want it to be healed? That's it. Do you want turbulence? Or do you want it to be healed? Whether or not you ever end up with your twin or not, that is not the relevance here. The relevance is, do you want to be healed? Do you want the energy between you to be in that Six of Pentacles? That peaceful Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles energy? Or do you want to continue with this kind of agitating hostility, resentment, whatever is lingering. If you're in a place of being totally truthful with yourself, which do you prefer? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video if you found anything interesting or helpful. Check out some of my other videos. I do have a twin flame playlist. And until I see you again, my dear friends, take good care.